I'm Alexia Palmieri, a social media coordinator who loves what social media can do, but there's also a lot of things that I see that are wrong with social media, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So by definition, social media are websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. But social media has really become so much more. It's now a tool that's used to promote our brand, grow our businesses, become an influencer, raise awareness, and so much more. I think social media has created a culture of not enough. Let's be real, I've been here and you've been here too, where you just get stuck scrolling on one person's page on Instagram who looks like they're leading the absolutely perfect life. They must be so happy, right? We forgot that social media has become a place that has mostly just shown the highlights in our life, things that are taken in our best moments, best lighting, best events that happen. And it's so far removed from what daily life is actually like, what reality is actually like. And while there's nothing wrong with showing off and being proud of who we are, I do think that there's a whole lot of authenticity and realness that's lacking from social media. We're constantly looking at photos that are perfectly curated, edited, and we don't even know sometimes the amount of work that can just go behind one of these Instagram shots. What we don't really get to see that often is the normalcy of life and what really goes on behind the perfectly curated photos, or what goes on behind these amazing pictures and videos that people are sharing of their lives. I did some research and found that the Royal Society for Public Health recently conducted a survey of 1,500 young adults between 16 and 24. This survey asked questions in relation to social media and their mental health. In the UK, 4 out of 5 people between the ages of 16 to 24 report that using Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat makes their anxiety worse. And in the survey, Instagram was actually deemed the worst for self-esteem. So why is this the case? I think it's because subconsciously we've become so used to and normal, it's been normal for us to see that majority of what we post has to be perfect. It has to look amazing, and we're looking for validation. We're looking for people to tell us how great our lives are, how good we look, and it's just not reality. Imagine so many teens and young adults logging on to Instagram, Facebook, or whatever it might be, and seeing so many influencers, so many celebrities showcasing this kind of life and lifestyle. I hate to think that there's so many people thinking that they're not enough, and so many people thinking, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't my life look like this? And it's sad to say, but I think a lot of us have been here. We've compared ourselves. It's almost like we go on these accounts and we see so much perfection that we wonder if people are just, this is the way they must be. They're always this happy. Their life just must be amazing. I think that sometimes people who have to post the most and showcase the most of what their life is like may be some of the most unhappy people, because they're searching for external validation instead of being happy with who they are and the people that they have around them. It's a constant addiction of needing that approval. And this is where social media can really become a bit of a trap. It's a place that obviously we can use for so much good, but at the same time, what are we doing things for? Are we posting our recent meal or Snapchat at a restaurant with our friends because we genuinely want to showcase that moment, or because we want other people to see what we're up to and how great our lives look? I think we really need to focus on the intention of why we post and what we're posting for. If we realize just how much influence we can have by what we post and what we share on these social platforms, I think that we'd be a little bit more mindful of what kind of stuff we're putting out there and why. Everybody has influence, but especially these influencers who have such a large following, what kind of content could they be posting that adds to young adults' lives, that makes them feel like they're good enough, that makes them feel like they're perfect the way that they are, or they're fine the way that they are? Why not start showing up as more of our authentic selves and showcasing our struggles, our failures, and our not perfect days, because that's what life is really all about. That's what makes us human. Of course, it's fine to post pictures of ourselves, and of course, it's a good thing to really feel ourselves and want to showcase that, but we need to really look inside ourselves and think, am I really happy with the person that I am? Do I really love myself, or am I looking for other people to tell me that? If social media is your only form of validation, then you need to really take a look at yourself and think, What am I missing from my life to make myself really happy? What can I provide myself? It's like we become obsessed with the world of likes. We suddenly start to base our worth off of how many people reacted to our story or liked our photo. We need to understand that true happiness and self-love comes from within, because if everything was removed from you, all your makeup, all your clothes, all your external possessions, what would you have left? What you'd have left with is yourself, and you need to make sure that you're happy with the person that you are at the end of the day when nobody else is around to give you that validation. You have to look in the mirror and give yourself that validation and know that you are worthy beyond just the likes that you get on Instagram or Facebook. I genuinely applaud the realness that I'm starting to see more and more of on Instagram and Facebook. People showcasing not just their highlights, but also their low moments, pictures that are unedited, that are raw. We need more of that. We need more of that, not only for being more accepting of ourselves, but to also teach others that it's okay to show up as themselves too. In a way, we're constantly being sold something on social media through ads, through influencers. And while this has huge benefits, like social media has become a great way to promote your business or to promote your brand, we also really need to pay attention at what we're being sold. There's constantly products and ads and through influencers that are gonna make your hair better, that are gonna make your skin better, the best new foundation. And hey, guess what? While all this is fun and yeah, we like to use these products, it constantly makes us feel like we don't have enough. Maybe this next thing will make me look better. Maybe this next thing will finally make me feel good. But these are just things. Ads and sponsorships all have a place, and they can really lead you to amazing products that you can use in your everyday life. But sometimes what these influencers are selling us are products that they don't even really believe in themselves, or maybe they don't even use. We need to make sure that we're doing our due diligence to actually look into these products and these brands that we're being sold and marketed to, and make sure that they're actually beneficial for our lifestyle, that the ingredients are actually something that's gonna make us better and not worse. I think that so many of us have a scrolling addiction and a lack of being present to the world around us, present to our loved ones, and really just present for ourselves. Life happens beyond our screens, and I think that while it's really easy to get caught up in the Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook world, we really need to start being more mindful about being present in our everyday lives. So many times we're actually not living in the moment at social events. We're too busy documenting the entire thing to show to our friends or to showcase to our followers. But what would that experience really be like if we actually just put our phone down for the entire duration of it? This is seriously a practice because we've become so used to doing this on a daily basis that it's gonna take something. But once you do, I can guarantee that your life is going to feel a lot more happy, and suddenly you're going to find yourself going on social media and relying on social media a whole lot less for your happiness. While I know social media has so many benefits and I love what it can do for people and it could actually spread so much good, we just really need to be more mindful and pay attention to what's actually wrong with social media. And there's things that we can have the power to change, and it's all in small steps that we can take ourselves. One thing I can really recommend is starting to unfollow accounts that don't really make you feel good about yourself. Maybe it's those accounts that you find yourself just comparing yourself to and feeling like you're not good enough, or an account where all they post is stuff about materialism and it doesn't really mean a lot to you. It's not meaningful. There are so many accounts out there that are set to empower and inspire, and those are the kind of things that are going to bring you joy when you open up your apps and you see those algorithm pictures come up. You want to see something that motivates you and empowers you rather than takes away from your confidence. What if we all just started to share more of our bad days instead of good ones? Imagine what could change on social media. Imagine how people could actually log on and start to feel more worthy and feel like they could be vulnerable too. I think that this is something that we can all start to slowly do, and something that'll make a huge difference in the long run. Let's actually start to celebrate our imperfections, our flaws, and our failures, because that's what makes us a human being. And I think it's something worth celebrating.